Hey everybody, Tony D with a hot take. Guess what, everybody? According to this, looks like NBC News, police Richmond riots were instigated by white supremacists disguised as Black Lives Matter. I knew it. I knew those dastardly white supremacists would spend weeks rioting in Portland and in Richmond, Virginia, and causing trouble on behalf of Black Lives Matter. Just so what exactly? Well, let's get into this obviously well researched article. Riots in downtown Richmond over the weekend were instigated by white supremacists under the guise of Black Lives Matter, according to law enforcement officials. Protesters tore down police tape and pushed forward towards Richmond Police Headquarters, where they set a city dump truck on fire. Police declared the event an unlawful assembly and ordered people to leave, later deploying tear gas. That's the way you do it, Portland. 6 people were arrested. The mayor of Richmond thanked the Black Lives Matter protesters. He said, tried to stop the white supremacists from spearheading the violence. Their mission is simple. Not the Richmond we know, said Mayor LeVar Stoney. Besides the police department, damage also occurred around the VCU campus. Well, let's see what party Mayor LeVar Stoney's in. Place your bets. Place your bets, everyone. Dun, 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 dun. And he is... Well, he was the youngest member of Terry McAuliffe's administration, who's a famous Democrat. So I assume he is, political party, Democrat. Wow. And he's such a detective. Who knew that the riots in Richmond, who knew there were riots in Richmond, were actually secretly white racist? Because they've accomplished so much, you see. They've discredited the Black Lives Matter movement. No, now it's not the Black Lives Matter movement who's been discredited. No. Their leaders are trained Marxists. I mean, how could trained Marxists discredit themselves? No. I mean, obviously it wasn't the trained Marxists who had Act Blue take the donations for Black Lives Matter and funnel it to the Democratic Party. Obviously, it was the white supremacists who put campaign finance law into the donation fine print at Black Lives Matter. I mean, that couldn't have been the people of Black Lives Matter. Why would they do that? Why would trained Marxists funnel money to the Democrats? And why wouldn't the Democrats speak up? I mean, certainly Act Blue, which apparently is processing the money, and they collect money for Democratic causes. Certainly Act Blue, why they must have been fooled by the white supremacists. You see how the plot thickens? It's all run by Robert Byrd, whose head is still alive in a jar somewhere. Jesus. I mean, these people are just unbelievable. The riots are going bad for them. They thought people would, I guess, join in the rioting. Is that what you guys thought, Democrats? Did you think, oh, hey, let's start some riots, and then, people will join in, and then Trump will be out of office in no time? How'd that work out? How'd that work out for you? No, you ended up scaring every soccer mom in the country. Now the soccer moms hate you, except for the handful that are possessed just enough to show up to a riot in Portland and be the wall of moms, the intersectional feminist moms, who apparently think it's okay to shield their children from harm when they throw explosives at federal officers and try to light buildings on fire. Yeah, that's real mom-like. I can remember that back in the days when my mother would say, "Don't worry, son, I'll stand in front of you while you hurl explosives at law enforcement officials for reasons. I mean, seriously? Are you that anxious to get kicked out of office, Mr. Stoney? Let's see. Are you up for re-election? Looks like you are. Looks like you are. You assumed office in 2016, so I think you're up for re-election in 2020. Not a good look. Not a good look to claim that the Black Lives Matter protests were perfectly fine until and jack them up. I mean, it's true. They were probably white people because they were probably Antifa. And it's true, they're racist too. But they're not white supremacists. They're woke idiots. Woke idiots who are, they're part of the horseshoe effect. They're so woke they're racist. Yeah, you should really learn this stuff before you make these pronouncements, probably with zero proof. I look forward to the follow-up on this. I'm sure the journalist who breathlessly reported this will be doing a stellar investigation, especially if Mayor Stoney doesn't come forth with proof. I'm sure he'll be on the ground asking questions and demanding Mayor Stoney explain himself. Yeah. This is all getting tiresome. And I have a phone call. So I'll end it there. See you in the next vid.